Hello everyone, and welcome to a little day in the life vlog. Today I have my art class. It's a oil painting class called Constructing a Painting. So I'm going to be getting ready to go to that this morning. I was just making sure to do a bit of stretching because my body has been super sore from the winter and from working. Other than getting dressed and brushing my teeth, my routine before painting class is not that intense. I actually had to wash all of my brushes from the previous week because I tend to leave it to the last minute. So that's what I'm doing now with this brush cleaner. It's Lewis's brush cleaner, but it's very useful for getting old oil paint out of your brushes. I had a bit of time to kill before walking to class, so I decided to work on this little piggy bank piece, which is for an art show that my friend asked me to participate in. The shop that she works at is hosting it, so I only have a couple days to finish it, but I'm almost done. The only thing is I've been embroidering it with my left hand because I'm having some issues with my right hand and wrist this week. But I'm kind of impressed with myself because I don't think I have ever embroidered a whole piece with my left hand, and it's super challenging. Most of these stitches are chain stitches, and then the filling lace look inside of the square is kind of like blanket stitches that are attached to each other. And all of the thread here is 3 strands, so it's like half the amount of embroidery floss that you usually get. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm struggling a lot in this footage to just do a single stitch compared to how fast I am normally with my right hand. This is taking me so much longer than it would normally take. And I just wanted to mention the inspiration for this is filet crochet, which I've been talking a lot about in some other videos, how that's been a big inspiration of mine. And I do want to actually learn and make filet crochet pieces in crochet, but the other aspect of being inspired by that is trying to imitate filet crochet but using embroidery. I only had a little bit left to fill in, and even though it was taking me forever to do it with my left hand, I did manage to finish this little piece. I have to get a frame for it today, actually. The day that I'm editing this, I'm going to go on a walk and get a frame for it and drop it off at the shop for the art show. But because I had extra time before I had to leave, I actually went upstairs and did a bit of beading too. I don't know why I had so much extra time. I think I just woke up extremely early. And this beading I really shouldn't have been doing because my wrist was hurting, but I really wanted to finish this lemon piece that I started the day before. And now I am suffering the consequences and resting basically the rest of the week, trying to figure out other things to do besides embroidery. So I figure I'm going to paint today when I finish editing this because that seems to be a bit more gentle on my body. This is the painting I've been working on. I was kind of nervous that my professor was going to make me keep working on it this week, and I really wanted to be finished, but he did agree with me that this could be a finished painting and I could move to a different spot in the studio and start painting a different perspective of the same still life. So that was really exciting. So now I'm making a backlit still life. And this was my progress from today, just blocked in colors. Just got home from my painting class. It's really cold outside. I don't want to go back out, but I have to go to the post office today, or I wanted to. I'm gonna warm up some leftovers. My sister helped me make sweet potato curry soup yesterday, coconut curry. So I'm gonna warm that up, and then I will decide if I want to go back into the cold to ship a couple orders out. I have to pick up a couple things, like just for the house. We're out of tinfoil, we need some toilet paper backups, and I need to get printer paper. I'm like in the process of doing my taxes or preparing my taxes for my accountant, and I am someone who needs to write everything down, and I guess my preference is printer paper. I don't really have like full-size notebooks right now, just little journals for sketching, so it's good to have printer paper too, just for our printer needs. Walking home in the cold definitely wears me out, and I need to warm up a bit. I'm very excited for spring. Today I'm going to be sending out this crocheted hat that I made. I actually like it when the white is in the middle and the patches are kind of more on the side, but I guess you could also wear it this way. And I am shipping out, just got a bunch of hair all over the place, a little pomegranate hoop that also happens to be a peace sign. It's just how I make my pomegranates. Not necessarily intentional, but I do love a good peace sign. So I'm gonna wrap these up and then brave the cold again. Now that I'm done with my errands, I think I'm going to try to finish beading this lemon. And then I do have an idea for a sewing project, so I'll see how long this takes me, and if there's enough time, I'll get into some sewing. I always forget how much errands and just walking to class wipe me out. I'm like feeling pretty tired, so I'm gonna put on a podcast and do some beading. This button down. I got it thrifting, but it is a bit too small on me. It's very tight in the shoulders and the armpits, and it's not the kind of cotton that I would embroider. So what I want to do is experiment with a bit of fabric deconstruction, or I want to cut this up and sew it onto a t-shirt inspired by some deconstructed fashion that I've seen on runways in the past, and I guess present too. So I don't really have a plan, but I do have a plain white t-shirt that I might cut up the shirt and sew the button down onto this and see how it goes. Excuse me. For this project, I really just wanted to experiment, so once I figured out that I wanted this front piece to lay on top of the front of the t-shirt, I started pinning it in place and incorporating some pleating aspects so that the fit kind of opened up where the buttons opened and flared out by the hips of the t-shirt. Figuring out the back was a little bit more tricky for me, and I did end up doing a little sleeve pleating situation where I cut out the sleeves and then shaped them along the back and let the cuffs of the shirt kind of come up over the shoulders, peeking out in the front. Here's how my shirt experiment came out. I don't know, I'm happy with it. Anyways, at this point in the day, I was pretty much done with filming or making things. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.